my friends. Welcome to the Holiday Shop. I'm here with another edition of my continuing Christmas series, The Holiday Shop, and this is for 2024, where I showcase amazing Catholic businesses and share their wide array of products just in time for Christmas gift giving. So today I'm going to welcome Jamie with Marigold Catholic Goods. So let's get Jamie here with us. Jamie!
Oh, hello.
Hi, good morning and welcome.
Oh, thank you. So sweet.
Oh, so nice to see you and me too. And I'm just so excited. Everybody out there, Jamie has a wonderful site. So check out her site. You are also, Jamie, on Catholic All Year Marketplace. Is that the go-to place that everybody could find you?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. So I've got your page pulled up here.
That's great.
So that's great. So how are you today?
Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. The fall has finally found us here. It was really hot the last few weeks, so we're happy to have some cooler weather.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, it is. I mean, we have cool nights, and then I'm in Illinois.
Okay.
And then the days warm up. It was the last couple of days close to 60, which is unbelievable.
Right. Yes.
For November for Illinois, but just loving it.
Well, we're in Virginia, and it's been 80, so my kids think it's still summer, which is lovely.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Terrific. Yes. So this is your first time on my platform. So, and welcome to everybody who's joining as well. I'd like to open up and just tell our audience, can you just tell them a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Sure, I would love to. Well, thank you so much for hosting me, Jude. This is such a treat for me. So I am Jamie. I'm the illustrator and designer behind Marigold Catholic Goods, and I am first and foremost a wife and a mother. We have 6 beautiful children that I homeschool, and so most of my day is spent here in the home, taking care of them and teaching them. And in the in-between parts of life, I find time to illustrate, and it gives me such great joy. And then I turn them into products and sell them on my site.
Beautiful. And it was on Instagram. That's how I became aware of you and your business. And so I could see your talent certainly comes through in the products that you provide and that you create. Just gorgeous things. And we really want to say thank you so much, because you are giving my viewers a special 20% discount off your order with the code Marigold20.
Yes.
So thank you so much. And how long will this code be?
Through the holiday season.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. That's so generous. Appreciate it so much. And you have so many different types of products.
Yes.
So
I started out I started out just doodling and with my children, and that's how it started. And then I started doing it during nap time and in the little in-between moments. And I started doing things for friends, and it just kind of grew. And I was on Etsy for a while, and then it just kind of kept snowballing. And when Catholic All Year, Kendra and Emily invited me to be on their platform and their marketplace, I was so excited for them to help me with some of the back end things that I could just design, because it's a lot of work, and to be able to do the customer service and stuff. So they took that part over for me, and so I'm able to just do the design now, which is lovely.
So beautiful. It's so unique. Each and every creator has their own style.
That's right.
And I absolutely love the fact that you had named your business Marigold, as we think of Our Lady and marigolds. And as a matter of fact, I have a Marian Garden, or I had this summer, and I added a lot of marigolds in honor of Mary. So I just love that you're dedicating your business and honoring Our Lady. So it's beautiful.
Right. I gravitate towards wild flowers and to illustrate and paint flowers. And so I found some wonderful books that talk about the symbolism of flowers. And so a lot of my art actually is a lot of symbolism of flowers. So I'll illustrate some flowers that have to do with Our Lady. Just recently, I made a calendar for 2025 that has a floral that corresponds to every devotion each month. So yes, flowers definitely are. I could never stop painting them. They are attractive to me, and I don't know. God just creates them so beautifully and individually, and I think it's so lovely how we can find symbolism in nature and be able to create Mary Gardens and things like that as well that kind of draw our hearts to the Lord.
You know, you're really speaking my language because I love nature and I love flowers. And I was so happy because I'm not of global warming, but our zone changed from a 5 to a 6.
Okay.
Last year. So a lot of the plants that I have mostly perennials in my yard. So I can kind of expand the ones that I'm actually planting.
Very
and
cool.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Some of them don't come back, but that's gardening for you, you know, but it's just that tending and that being patient and waiting to see what's going to, in the spring, what's going to come up, and, you know, and how you can help it to thrive. So this is great. And I'm going to just let you share your products now so you can show our audience what you have in store for Christmas gift giving this year.
Okay. Well, I'll talk a little bit about some of them. Some of the smaller items would be some of the stickers. It seems like stickers have been going strong for a while now. Kids love to put them on their water bottles. So I do a lot of saint themed water bottle stickers for kids. They're dishwasher safe and waterproof. And that seems to be a hit. My kids put them on all of their water bottles and all of their things, all of their school books. And that seems to kind of be a steady thing people continue to come back for. They're a low ticket item, and so people can put them in stockings, give them as little door prizes in school giveaways and things like that. So that's always been a nice thing. And then I have t-shirts that my children love, and so and then also do really well featuring a lot of the same saints, the same themes, girls and boys, and that can kind of cross or both kids can wear. And then baby blankets would be another kid item that we have. I've designed a baby blanket given during like sacramental things, but also great for the Christmas season as well. And then recently I've been focusing a lot on home goods as my attention kind of drawn in, as in the fall we kind of, you know, hunker down and we begin to be more domestic at home and kind of begin to get the home ready for winter. My mind has gone to home goods, and so I've created some cutting boards, particularly one that is featured off of or modeled after Saint Hildegard, who wrote lots of things about how we can use nature to heal our bodies, different plants and animals, and she has a specific recipe called Cookies of Joy, and they are for particularly in the winter season. Our spirits maybe fall because of seasonal depression or it's just dark and dreary, and we're looking for a little pick-me-up, and she talks about different spices, how to kind of lift our mood and bring some joy. So she has this lovely recipe that we make often here now, especially in the fall, because I had cinnamon and nutmeg and all the fun things that you think of when you think of fall. And so I've created a cutting board with her recipe on it, and so it's kind of cool. My children, especially my children, love to gravitate and think of the saints as real people. And so for me, it was like, wow, a saint that cooked, you know, a saint that made recipes, a saint that used nature like we do to heal our bodies. And so it just makes them more real and tangible. And so my kids and I make those cookies often. So that cutting board is available as well. And then my calendar is kind of the big thing I'm promoting this season. Again, it's there's the church has created a devotion for each month that we're supposed to as a church, be meditating and praying on. For example, like June is the Sacred Heart, and so I've found flowers that mimic those virtues and that devotion. And so I've illustrated those, painted those, and then I've these cards where you can put it on your desk with a little stand, and every month change out the devotion along with a quote and the theme on it. And so it kind of helps us stay centered in a beautiful prayer that our church has given us to kind of meditate on. And so that's something I'm focusing on. It's also in a tea towel as well. So all the flowers are on a tea towel. And then a few other tea towels. I have a few different tea towels that have different themes.
Do you have any of those items to show us today?
I don't, because I've given all of my product over to Catholic All Year. They do all the promotion and marketing for me. They carry it all, and so I don't have anything tangible to show off. But it's all on the website. If you go to the link that you have, it's my pages. All of the products are there, so you don't have to go search through the website. You can find all of these right in that same link.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, I just love it. You know what caught my eye was your beautiful T-shirts that particularly they're devoted to Mary.
Sweet.
I love those. They're beautiful, especially, with your family, to have these things around you as reminders.
Right. Kind of the prayer of the mother is when she walks past her icons in her house and she says hello to Jesus or says hello to Our Lady. It's to incorporate prayer into our daily actions. Sometimes we think, I need that 30 minutes at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. And for me, in the season of life that I'm in with the newborn, and life is very unpredictable with newborns, and then you throw in all the other ones, it's sometimes hard to carve out that time in the day. And by the end of the day, you say, I never got to that devotion that I promised I would be doing. But if we have these little icons, or we have tea towels in our kitchen, or we're using boards that have kind of bring us back to the faith, it's just that little nod and that reminder to recenter ourselves on Christ and to go deeper into our hearts. Sometimes we get weary throughout the day in whatever station of life we're in, and to be able to kind of just be refreshed by a quick glance at Our Lady and a statue. Even in a Marian Garden, we see flowers that bring us and draw us in to remind us why we're here and why God made us and what our purpose is.
Having those things like the tea towels or a pillow, or because as children get older, they want to know the meaning behind it. And then you can teach them about the faith as they grow.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. It's been a beautiful witness to my children, because they will see me painting if I'm not teaching. I have a moment, and they'll see me and they'll come up and ask. And often my daughters, and even one of my sons, the older ones that are capable of doing it, will come up and join me, like, I want to try to paint St. Lucy. I recently made wrapping paper for Christmas that has the different liturgical holidays, kind of the big feast days in Advent, St. Lucy, St. Nicholas, and the Nativity, of course. And my children sat down with me and were doodling it out. And then we have this conversation about, St. Nicholas and his story, and St. Lucy. And there's like an awe and wonder about the saints, because they become alive to them as they're, joining me in my hobby. And it's beautiful. It's a unique way, and it feels like such a gift that God gave me. It wasn't something I set out to do, before I was doing nonprofit work and all creative like this. And I feel like God just continues to use it and reward, the little bit of effort I put into it, which is very minimal. And he just kind of takes it and turns it into something much more glorious than I thought when I was creating it. And I can see his work in it. And I just feel like it's a gift to me. It feels like it fuels me, and it inspires me to continue to go deeper and to learn more about our faith and about the saints.
When you say that, that's true, because those grace-filled moments can be so fruitful. And you mentioned your wrapping paper, and I made a note of that, because as I was looking at all your products, I thought, how wonderful. You wouldn't be able to just walk into a secular store and ever find wrapping paper that it has an Advent pattern. You have that.
Right, right,
You mentioned different patterns throughout the year of our liturgical year.
right.
Beautiful. I think that's a gift in itself to somebody.
Yes. Oh,
Another
yeah.
Catholic, give them the beautiful wrapping paper. How wonderful to be able to reach for that and throughout the year in the different seasons when
Right,
you're giving a gift to your loved one and wrap it in that special paper.
right. That's right. I think, it's in a world that there's lots of conveniences. It is so easy to just go on Amazon and to just, like you said, or in the grocery store and just grab that,
Mhm.
you know, Christmas themed wrapping paper. And there's nothing wrong with that. I do it all day long too. That's how I survive, like mom of six. But I think when we can be purposeful and maybe begin our Advent shopping early, like you're already starting now, and it seems early, right? But it actually isn't. To be preparing now for Advent and to really be entering into the season appropriately, we can do those things mindfully and thoughtfully by shopping shops that, we're supporting um, Catholics who have this mind and this idea in mind that we're trying to create. Um, we're not just trying to sell products, but we're really trying to promote the faith through these avenues.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is why I felt called to devote part of my platform specifically for those businesses such as yourself that really want to offer Catholics an alternative
Right,
that
right,
can
right.
really help their families grow and really make extra special gifts, giving the gifts of our faith,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
important. And I think that's beautiful. I think everyone out there watching, please support Catholic businesses because, these are mostly moms that are trying to raise their families and they need your support because they're trying to use their God-given talents like Jamie and they really need us to help their businesses grow and help that wonderful fruit of their gifts for their families. And the more their businesses grow, the more people are touched out there with our beautiful faith because our faith is so rich. So yes, that's gorgeous. Now, do you have a time frame? I'm asking my guests a time frame as far as shipping, so everybody should kind of get an idea. We're trying to do the holiday shop early because I think it's a win-win.
Right.
And it takes the stress out of that last minute type shopping. So what would you recommend for people that are going to be going onto your site, which I will link below after the live is done?
Right. Well, that's a good question. I know last year, previously, when I was doing all fulfillment myself, it was pretty early. So I think that some of the drop dates were from the post office and things were between like the 10th and 15th to like really ensure that it will be there. So I would suggest people look up what this year's suggestions are, like on USPS. But one of the things I've uh, promoted in the years past, and I do myself, is I really try to do a lot of my Christmas shopping before Advent. I think it's a great way to kind of get done with the busyness. Like we do have to buy certain gifts and we do have to prepare meals. And so to kind of think through all of that beforehand, just like we do for our weeks, we kind of try to get everything done before Sunday so we can really have our Sabbath. Um, I kind of think that we should be doing that before Advent too, if we can, or some of it, so that Advent can really be a season of preparation for Jesus's coming, and we can enter into that slow pace. Maybe step away from social media and some of the hustle and bustle that just comes naturally through the season, and we can be able to really enter in a prayerful way to prepare for Christmas. So yes, there are some limits, and I think you should probably look them up because I don't know them. But but I tend to encourage people to shop before Advent. And so a lot of things like this is so wonderful to be able to have gift guides already kind of put in place way before Advent is even kind of on some of us horizons. Like I'm still thinking about Thanksgiving,
Sure.
and to be able to have it already prepared, and then people can say, okay, these are the things I'm going to buy. These are the things I'm going to do. And then it's all done in preparation for Advent and you can enter it.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Well said. Well said. So I want to make sure that everybody knows you have such a wide array of gifts, t-shirts, sweatshirts, scarves, stickers, home goods. You have beautiful prints. I just love a lot of your prints that you have. You have blankets. And of course, as we mentioned, the wrapping paper, but the cutting board that you mentioned. So I'm going to link not only your Instagram link, but also the Catholic All Year website and the marketplace. So you can go on and remember that wonderful code that Jamie is giving you, Marigold 20 for 20% off of your order. So how fantastic. Thanks so much taking time out of your busy, busy, busy schedule to be with us today on the Holiday Shop, and all of God's blessings each and every day for you and your family, and a blessed, holy Christmas season.
God bless you. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. God bless everyone. Thanks for watching.